Most of what actually shapes a recruiting relationship doesn't happen on an official visit or in a formal phone call. It happens in texts, short, informal, often sent months before anything official is scheduled. If a player and their family are only paying attention to the official parts of the process, they're missing most of the actual signal. Once a coach is allowed to make contact under NCAA rules, texting becomes the primary channel for almost everything that follows. It's low pressure for both sides. A coach can check in, ask how a tournament went, or share a quick thought without it carrying the weight of a formal phone call or visit invitation. That casualness is exactly why it matters. The tone and frequency of texting often tells a player more about where they actually stand with a program than anything said in a more formal setting, where everyone tends to be more guarded and polished. A coach who texts consistently, asks specific questions about a player's game, and follows up on results is signaling real interest, even if nothing official has been offered yet. A coach who goes quiet for long stretches or only responds to messages a player sends first is signaling something different, regardless of how warm the last in person interaction felt. A lot of the real information about timeline, fit, and where a player stands relative to other recruits gets hinted at informally rather than stated outright, partly because coaches are often managing multiple recruits for the same eventual roster spot and can't be fully transparent about that competition. A text saying a coach is excited to see how the next few tournaments go is often a soft signal that a decision is still open and results dependent, not a guarantee. Families who treat every friendly text as a strong commitment, or who go quiet themselves because they're waiting for something more official, can misread where they actually stand. The texting relationship is worth paying attention to as real information, not just casual conversation to be enjoyed and then set aside. The practical takeaway is to treat ongoing texting as an active part of the recruiting relationship, not a side conversation separate from the real process. Responding promptly, sharing real updates rather than vague ones, and asking genuine questions back keeps a player visible and engaged in exactly the channel where a lot of the real decision making groundwork gets laid. It's also worth paying attention to changes in tone or frequency over time, since those shifts are often more honest than anything said in a more formal, official setting. The official visits and offers get all the attention, but the texting that happens in between is often where the real recruiting relationship is actually built. Paying attention to it changes how clearly a family can read where things actually stand.